Evil.
Alright, I'm continuing part 7 of my PlayStation collection. I got to you my Resident Evil collection. And right here in front of you, I got Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. This game was a piece of trash. And that's pretty much it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll talk about it. This game, the story takes place between. Actually, this game is a what if Resident Evil 2 and 3. There's only like one thing I liked about this game, and that was that if you got bitten, you have to find this virus and then spray yourself. How come that's not in any of the other RE games? Like, you get bit and it's like they immune to the virus. But when random civilians get bit, they immediately turn, but not immediately. Like, that's the only thing I like about this game. Let's get to the back. All roads lead to this. Raccoon City has fallen. You are part of Umbrella's elite cleanup squad sent in to purge all evidence of their involvement. All survivors must be eliminated. You get, returning characters in this game, since it is a what if Resident Evil 2 and 3. And probably an Outbreak, I don't know. You get to play as Vector. Four Eyes. She doesn't really have four eyes. That's just what they call her. And you got a Hunk. The only people I like in this game is Hunk and Vector. And Vector was a canon character to the series because he could make himself turn invisible. That's actually awesome. Like, come on. Hunk. You got Ada Wong in this. So yeah, get to the Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. It's a piece of trash. Moving on. Next up, you got Resident Evil 4. This game is my favorite in the whole series, but I can't say it. Right now, it is because right now I'm playing Resident Evil Remake. It ain't come in a case, but it's downloadable on the PlayStation 4 on all those other systems. So go ahead and get it. This game went through so many changes. Like, you actually look it up online. Like, put Resident Evil 4 beta, and then you'll see what it was supposed to used to be. This game takes place in 2004. You got Ada Wong returning, looking hot and badass than ever. This game I think this is the first RE game that introduced the sniper. And this game was supposed to be a Devil May Cry game, if you guys didn't know that, which is awesome. And this is what it changed. It changed the fixed camera angles. I'm so glad. Excellent game. I mean, the story. I like video games that have a long story, but not too long. Like The Last of Us. That was a good game, but fucking long ass game, man. Yeah, I don't want my games to be too long or too short. But anyway, you got this guy right here. His name is The Big Cheese. Also, by this time, Umbrella is over, so you got Leon with his knife. It's big, and this is by the time Leon is making his hair grow all over his face. Like he's trying to grow his hair for some reason. Good game. Favorite in the series. Next up, you got Resident Evil Revelations. This game takes place in 2004 and 5. The one that takes place in 2004 is that this city, Tergresia, is getting destroyed. And it does end up happening, and then like 1 year later, the BSAA, Bioterrorism Security Alliance, has been formed like 2 years after, you know, well, you don't know, after Umbrella. If you play Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, you can see what happened to Umbrella. So it takes place 2 years because Umbrella fell off the map in 2003. So yeah, you play the story takes place mostly in 2005. And you play as Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, and some other characters. One thing I like, spoiler, well it's not really a spoiler. I don't know, it could be. But at the end they tell you where the characters go. Like Keith, this black guy named Keith, Duran. He goes on to Africa, the east side of Africa, and he leads the East Africa branch of BSAA. I thought that was cool. You got Jill Valentine. It shows you what happens to her in Resident Evil Lost in Nightmares, which takes place in 2006. 1 year later. You got this guy named Parker. Everybody's saying he felt like a Barry. He felt like Barry. We'll get to who feels like Barry. And I didn't like Jill's face. Like Julia Voff was in the voice, the face. Well, I heard she was, but it just something was wrong with her face, and they couldn't do it, so they just ended up getting a new actor. So, yeah, this does have survival horror of some aspect. Like you're on a ship, and but then it switches to back in 2004 when you play with Parker, and then you like just shooting all hunters. I mean, that is kind of scary in some aspect. Got hunters chasing you all over a building. I mean, even though it's in the daytime. Yeah. Okay, game. It brought back some of the survival horror aspect, but next up, you got. I think this one many changes more than RE4, and that is Resident Evil 5. Now, the merchant from Resident Evil 4 was supposed to be in this game. Now, actually, just look up Resident Evil 5 beta. I always look it up every once in a while just to see what Resident Evil 5 could have become. I feel like everybody just complaining. I don't like this game. Well, I don't like it. This is a good action game, but the thing that's missing is survival horror. Even though it was gonna have survival horror, but end up not having it. But anyway, this takes place 2 years, not 3 years after Lost in Nightmares, and 4 years after Revelations, which took place in, like I said, 2005. Yeah, Chris goes to the west side of Africa, not the east side. I felt like since they was in Africa, they should have had Keith in this game, but no. You got Sheva. She wasn't gonna be a main part in this game, but you got, spoiler, this masked girl ends up being Jill. You got these creatures. You got Wesker back, called the Ouroboros, which she's making to destroy the world. I never got, why does everybody want to destroy the world? Like, where they gonna go? I never got that. Don't face your fear alone. The co-op was kind of good. You got mercenary. You got other modes besides story. Mercenaries. You know, it shows you how. It shows you Lost in Nightmares. Mercenaries. Mercenaries reunion online. Yeah, good game, but good action game, but no survival horror. That kind of pissed me off. Look at the case. Would I recommend picking this up? Yeah. And also, this is Capcom's best-selling, I think, game or best-selling Resident Evil game. I think it's both, but they'll comment on that. And last but not least, the second piece of trash, Resident Trash 6, or Resident Head 6. You can see like this thing is giving head to a giraffe. This game has so many plot holes. Like this character named Simmons, he knew Ada before Raccoon City. I'm not gonna say that. Why come they didn't mention that? Where Ada stopped hanging out when I stopped doing stuff for him. They got this girl named Carla, who's, spoiler, is the clone of Ada, and she comes out of nowhere. You know, kinda. And you got Leon. You got this girl named Helena. Don't like. She looks like a man. You got Pierce. He's kinda, cause Chris found him in 2010 when he at the RE5. You got this. You got Sherry Birkin returning from Resident Evil 2. You got Albert Wesker's son, Jake Mueller, and he comes out of nowhere, and we don't even know who the fuck the mother is. So I'm about to get you, Capcom. I'm about to get you. You don't want to explain who the fuck is Jake's mother. So get the fuck out of here. I'm not explaining this past piece of shit. You got the that doesn't mean anything. So don't pick up this game. It kind of it brought back into survival horror. It lay on chapters 1, 2, and 3, and Jake's chapter 2. I actually got kind of goosebumps. So I like this game. So in the closing, you have failed to test.